What's up everybody, Nurse back again. We are in the kitchen and today we are making orange upside down cupcakes. It was requested that I make a video making cupcakes. So here we go. Alright, first step is to take this piece of parchment paper. I'm gonna cut it into little circles and put it into here. Boop, and there we go. They are all done. I just folded it in fourths and then thirds, so I'd make 12 pieces. Traced the bottom on one of the pieces, cut them out, crinkled them a little. I did first spray with some cooking spray just to help it stick a little bit. Crinkled them a little because we know that crinkled parchment paper is a little more movable than regular stuff. And now we're gonna get the oranges ready and we'll be back. Alright, so these are the oranges I used. They're mini Mandarin Oranges. They were not very many. They were about the size of a regular orange. So I just put all of mine in pieces. I had 3 pieces left over, which is perfect because I need half a cup of buttermilk and it's not something I normally buy. Now, to make buttermilk, you just need whole milk and an acidic value. So you can use white vinegar, you can use lemon juice, or you can use fresh squeezed Mandarin orange juice, which is also going to help add to the flavor. We just need about a half of teaspoon. You're not going to really be able to see. I just got it all over me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so literally I just squeezed one piece and I was able to get I need half a tablespoon. Okay, we're gonna take another piece. We're gonna very carefully, maybe not very carefully, I'm trying to get all the juice in there that I can. And that looks about a half a tablespoon. Okay, I'm gonna fill the rest of this half cup up with milk and I'm gonna let it sit while I do the rest of my things. All right, before I forget, Betty Crocker time. We're gonna start this at 350. All right, back over to our oranges. We have melted 2 tablespoons of butter and we have a packed 1/4 cup of brown sugar. We're gonna add that together. Maybe, there it goes. That's how you know it's packed well, oh my goodness. And then I'm gonna mix this together. I'm gonna put you guys over here. While I am mixing this, you get to look at the pan. I need both hands. Okay. It's mixed. Looks kind of like this. We're going to put some into the bottom of each of these cupcake molds. Just a little scoop here. Doesn't need to be perfect. Now we've got them all filled. We're going to take these beautiful orange slices and we're going to put them like that. So it makes like a little pocket in the middle. Oh, a teeny one. And then put you guys down. Just watch me do the rest. This way I can two-hand it. Ta-da! Okay, they're all done. Now we're gonna make the cake mix. All right, I am a firm believer of mise en place. I've got my vanilla ready, I've got my cup of tea because I've been sipping on it. My 2 eggs. In here I have 1 1/4 cup flour, 1 teaspoon baking powder, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of baking soda. I whisked it up so it can start to do its little magic. Of course, over here we have our half a cup of buttermilk, which you can see is already starting to curdle, and that is just from putting the little orange juice in there and some whole milk. In this bowl, I have just kidding, 6 tablespoons of butter and a cup of sugar, and that's gonna get creamed, which I'm going to do without the camera because I have just a hand mixer and it's loud. So I've got that, got my vanilla, and I've got my 2 eggs. So we are going to be mixing, we're gonna cream the butter and sugar first. We'll be back. All right, this is as creamed as we can get the butter just because there is so much more sugar than butter. Into here, we are going to add 1 large egg and 1 egg yolk. I need both hands and I don't have a stand, so you guys get to come over here. And yeah, this is a big bowl, so that's not really gonna work. Anyways, 1 egg in. And now I have to get the egg yolk out of this little dude. So I'm just gonna try to break it in half as best I can and use my hand actually, because it did not break nicely, to get the egg yolk out. All right, bring my little yolk. Yolk's on you. Okay, so there it is. We're gonna add in about 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Again, eyeballing. I really like vanilla. And then we're gonna take our little partially curdled now buttermilk over here. We're gonna add that in as well, ever so carefully. And then I'm just gonna mix this again with the machine. Just a very little bit to try to incorporate all that in a little bit easier than I can do with a regular whisk. Okay guys, I've got a little stand here. I found a can of Pringles and I have my little phone sitting up on it. So here is the mixed butter, milk, eggs, sugar, vanilla. And it's the buttermilk. We're gonna add our dry ingredients. And as you can see, it was a little foamy, and that's what the buttermilk does to it. Now we're just gonna mix all this by hand. This is why I need 2 hands. And it is supposed to be a bit of a thicker batter because it is going to have the juices from the oranges and stuff down there. Just mix until smooth-ish. Okay. Oh, it smells so good. Like, you can smell the vanilla and the orange. So there's our batter. It's not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, put this in here. And now, clean up my counter away. We are going, there we go. Take our 1/4 cup here that we've cleaned in between. Here it is, 1/4 cup. And we are going to scoop about a 1/4 cup of batter. Oh, maybe even less. The oranges are so big. Just to cover. There we go. I've got such small cupcake holder here. So it's going to end up being about 1/3 cup of the batter. After we fill them all, we are going to lightly tap it just to make sure that it gets in between the oranges. Very gently though. All right, I don't think you want to watch me fill all these. But maybe you do. Maybe it's relaxing and oopsies, therapeutic to you like it is to me. This is the best part. The making it all come together. All right. It really does smell good. So the reason I came up with this recipe, y'all, my dad is allergic to pineapples. How rude, right? I know. My mom and I love pineapple upside down cake, okay? Love it. So I've pretty much just taken a pineapple upside down cake recipe and smashed it together to make it work for oranges instead, because that's what I do here. I like to take recipes and make them a thing. I like to take things that aren't a real recipe and make them a real recipe. Let's just put it that way. All right. Now remember, in here we do have our pan has been lightly sprayed with cooking oil. We've got a piece of parchment paper on the bottom. Then we've got about a teaspoon of brown sugar and melted butter on the bottom, and 2 slices of oranges that have put to look. We're going to gently tap, tap, tap. It looked a little more aggressive because we're sitting on a Pringle container, but there they are. All right. We're going to take one glove off so that I can hold the camera and not get it dirty. And we're going to take these delicious little guys and put them in our 350 oven. Oof. Bye guys, see you in a bit. Everybody knows that sound. It means we're done. So we're just gonna go ahead, turn this off, and open up and see what we're working with. They look beautiful. All right, I'm gonna take these out of the oven. I'm gonna need both hands because I don't want to drop them. We're gonna have to cool them completely before we take them out. So we will be back. All right, y'all, here they are. You're gonna have to let them cool for 3 to 4 hours before they're completely cool and ready to come out. I just put a piece of parchment paper on top of them and then my cooling rack and then just flipped them over and out they popped. They kind of look like a set of lips. Look at that. So there you go, guys. Orange upside down cupcakes. That is it for this week. Any recipes you guys would like to see or any mashups you'd like, let me know and we'll try to make it happen. See you guys next time. Much love and peace out.